Hey there, Commanders. Welcome to another exciting Steel Division 2 match. I'm your host, Too Old for Gaming, and today we're playing with the new 13th Infantry from the Hungarians. I'm going to be joining a little bit late here, so I'm going to speed this up just because you're not going to see me until a bit later. So it looks like there's a standoff in the town with a lot of pioneers from us. On the hill, we seem to be pushing across with disheartened infantry, but I'm not sure that's going to last very long. On the left, the enemy's got a lot of tanks and some heavies back there. Might be about to make a breakthrough. And if you want to just get right into where I start playing, feel free to just use the chapter jump to skip ahead. Again, I got distracted, so I joined a little bit late on this match. So they're really pushing through the center. We see IS-2s, T-34s, T-34-85s, Jumbos. They're just very light. There's nothing here. So when I join, I'll be in that sector. It looks like we've managed to push and capture the hilltop on the far right. I'm kind of surprised. It's a 14-12, though they are winning because we've lost the entire hill. And it's just kind of nothing going on the left, but the breakthrough right here with the T-34 with a Pac 40 here to try to protect the sector. And I have joined the match, so I'm going to slow this down. I joined the match with air power. It's because I had nothing out there. I wanted to see if I could slow this assault. Looks like they've got infantry already down the hill. And the only fighter bombers I have are the Me-210CA1s with the light bombs, but I thought I might try and damage these guys at least a little bit. Maybe they'd only take one hit from the Pac 40 to die. So as I enter the match here, I've got a lot of infantry, some 40M 40mm anti-tank guns, which you can just turn off AP and use the heat rounds and they'll pretty much take anything out over there. I didn't want to get spotted. He could have a spotter up here already, so I'm just going to use the edge of the map to come around. I don't have a whole ton of tanks in this division, but I do have some Stugs and Zrinyis. But I figured the first thing we should do is clear this sector out down here with infantry. I've got those 50mm mortars to support them, to suppress anything that's like a Sapri rocks. But they really have a wall of tanks. I brought in some pioneers too. Oh, thank you very much, Erwin Bommel. Join us on Discord next time. So it looks like we've managed, Sturmfuhrer Fox has managed to capture the flag already with his platoon up here. Could use a leader, but I think these Junkers units are pretty solid, although they only have one machine gun from what I can tell. They get in with the MP44 range, probably be a lot better, but they're stopping. So my mustering point be right here, and then we'll use the forest for cover as we move forward. So many tanks, though. Stug 3 F8 sees the ZSU M17. Can he knock him down with a shot? Yes, he does. Black getting in on the T-34. I wonder if he knocks that one out. He's definitely going to die. No, not accurate enough. He's missing most of those rounds. If you guys enjoy real-time strategy games and want to see more content, I've got over 100 videos out there, way more. Feel free to check out some of the backlog. There's tons of 10 versus 10 content, not so much 1 versus 1. If there's anything you guys want to see, just leave it in the comments. I love interaction. I love when you guys leave comments on the video. Tell me what you like or what you do different. So we're running into the enemy. He's got the green wood support, and I'm in yellow, meaning, and he's double vetted, so I'm definitely going to lose this battle. with a single machine gun. But when I've got my 50s, especially 2 of them, this guy's just going to get suppressed immediately. And it's that easy to push them off. So they have lots of mortars. I would say like 6 over there. I was afraid of a breakthrough here. No, we got a King Tiger, which means that won't happen. So I did set up some guns over here. These are the 150s. Although down here it says 149. Still not sure about that. I have a artillery commander out there too to make them a little faster, a little more accurate. IS-2 is not killed by a bunch of FW-190s with high explosive rockets. But the T-34s are starting to go down. Enemies shelling me with his mortars from right here. But I've got everyone in a move order. Almost got my AT gun, but they're okay. I think these new 36M units are pretty neat. Although I feel like I'd have to look it up on an individual one. I swear it bounced more with these squad-based ones than the individual ones. Like, I'm bouncing on half tracks, which have 10 mils of armor. I don't... Like, multiple times. So, I think there's something bugged with this 20mm AT gun in the rifle squad. It feels more like a boy's AT, which shouldn't be that way. Maybe it's just my perception, but I have bounced on half tracks. So the King Tiger is going to be a huge roadblock for them. And he'll suck up all the enemy fire too, which is nice for us. And not a crazy amount of artillery in this match. I hate the games where it's just nothing but artillery, because then I just have to buy nothing but artillery to try and kill it off. And it just becomes shelling back and forth rather than actually playing the front line. King Tiger's going to bounce those Dis-2 rounds all day long. And the Guerrilla's going to knock him out in the second shot here. So I'm going to use those 150s to go after the mortars. I saw where they were at. Hopefully we can knock them out. We'll see at the end if we do. That guy looks like it's just behind him. But my group is made it there. I've got 2 leaders. We've got an infantry leader along with a Stug 3 leader. We've got a recon vehicle, and then I'm moving and spreading my infantry out because if I get a rocket attack, then I don't want these guys bunched up. And we're already spotting the enemy up here. Razvedka team takes immediate fire from us and these Landstrom. IL-2 is trying to hit the King Tiger, but somebody damaged his transmission. But even from the front, they're not going to be able to kill him from the front. So we spotted the recon against I think he got pushed out because the ground's on fire. And we're not even in rifle range, but absolutely murder that guy. So again, the kind of leapfrogging here from forest to forest. I do have Pack 43s. Eventually I'm going to set one up right here so I can use that full range. And now I've got my armored group coming in. Got some Zrinyis with Stug 3s. I feel like they're a pretty good combination. You got one with high velocity rounds, and then these guys can take... I've seen them take out an IS-2. I think they do in this match as well. I've got radio 120s, which you should always get. And in Phase B, I want to say I get 8. So enemies trying to shell me with his 81 or 82 millimeter mortars. I'm doing my best to knock them out with my own artillery. I brought in infantry recon, and then I've got Panzer Shrek teams in here too. So we're going to check out the front line here with our BF-109 G8s. Looks like there's an anti-aircraft gun here, a big heavy one, and then mortars, which we're moving backwards, so I set them up behind him. IL-4 is coming in. IL-4 phenomenal with those 305 rockets. He's probably going to take out the Nashorn. He does. Those things are tremendously... The blast on them, absolutely insane. And I think their airspeed's pretty good too, so I'm starting to get counter-batteried right here. You can see these three. So I'm going to be shifting my 150 fire, but who knows if I'll be able to save them. The one nice thing too about mortars, if you're newer to the game, if you use the AI counter battery command, it doesn't automatically target mortars, it targets howitzers. So they stay alive longer unless somebody's manually hitting them. So expensive Zachary Rock's team's just getting absolutely annihilated. And now the infantry's heading up the hill with some tank support. Oh wow, Zurich just managed to take out that Pioneer team. We've got good reconnaissance back here. Not sure which it's got to be this guy right here. Just spotting everything they have. Loses his aircraft. So the SS Landstrom teams engaging guards. Zerinyi are moving up. And we see an IS-2 back here trying to move into position. Guards go down. I don't think I noticed the IS-2 yet. He's getting a lock on me at this moment. Misses his first round. This looked like a good target for our 120s because that ring has so much stuff in it. I almost hit his 120 immediately. IS-2 firing on my Zerinyi. I'm trying to get him out of view. Looks like he should be out of range, and we managed to get out of there. I've got my Pioneer teams in the front line. These 31Ms get a light machine gun, which is nice. But we'll have to figure out that IS-2. Enemy still has the right side of the hill, but we're making progress. We've got this flag back. And we're starting to see enemy rocket fire. The suppression there may have saved these squads. Oof. It's a pretty light show, but it didn't do a whole lot. PE-3 BIS takes up my 50mm mortar. He has to have recon right in here. And we find him. There he is. From ass. Get out of your ass. Get him, Saba. Enemies moved in an M2 half-track to try and recapture the flag. Not sure what's in it. See, I'm bouncing on 15 mils. Why am I bouncing? I'm supposed to pen 40 with 2 teams. Come on, Eugen. Fix that. Kind of make it useless when you bounce on a half-track. So I've got another 120 coming in, and my PaK 43's finally arrived on the battlefield. Eventually, I'm going to move this 40M up here. So anything coming down this route or on this side will get knocked out. Lovas team getting spotted by the ZSU M17. Going to move the Stug 3 commander in to knock him out. Ooh, that 85 just took a direct blast on this gorilla. Stug spotting. Enemy's not noticed the Stug 3 is in range to knock him out. We take out the ZSU. So another anti-aircraft unit down. We could wipe this out. We're almost on the flag here with this Chinese guy. Knocked out a 105 M4. I'm not sure with what. Probably the Stug. One of these Stugs. Enemies shelling me with 81s from these half-tracks, and then more 81s back here. Is my artillery still alive? It is, but they've been trying to counter-battery me. I'm bringing in an anti-aircraft. I hadn't brought an AA. I'm bringing in these 80s. I really like these units. I normally wouldn't pick one up, but they've been really effective for me lately. So, I don't know, worth a shot. Looks like we knocked out a T-34. There's another guy falling back, a T-34 recon. Seeing some big beefy Shrafniki squads. And KV-8Ss on a right flank. Another unit here. That's probably artillery, right? Nope. Shooting at the Schutzen. But we've done a good job of moving the front line forward again. It's a 15-11 at the moment. A bit different than the beginning of the match. Why don't we check out the other area while things are heating up here? So still got some heavies over here. Looks like I just lost one to counter battery. Only got 10 rounds left on that other one, so we're running pretty low. In the town, we just have all of these light tanks. Looks like we just lost our Zrinyi. We're getting some engagement. So going back over here, we got Cromwell 5s and 85mm AA guns. I want to say I have that being shelled by this guy. No, Zrinyi died, maybe to the KV-8S. I brought in a Pupchin. I've got Pupchins and those 40Ms. Pupchin would easily go through the front of that. And we got more Lovas teams in here. So, getting these guys to the front line. 120 is going to fall right where I know the IS-2 is going. And he's got to have recon in here because he keeps spotting my infantry. So, 88 is in a good spot to cut them off down low. I'll keep moving him forward as we advance the line here. Now we've got our another complete platoon moving in. He has to have infantry spotting me here. We do get our pioneers into the woods before they get pinned down. We'll see if the Zrinyi can take out the KV-8S. Looks like that other 150 finally was knocked out. Haven't called the Air Force back in yet because I just haven't really seen any good targets for them. So I'm going to move up the 40M, try to use the heat round on this guy because if he moves up close enough, we're at 750 and we can kill him because the range doesn't matter on a heat shell. Pupchin, let's see if he can do it. Come on, Pup. That's what we like to see. Zrinyi spotting SU-76 PT. Oof, that was awesome. Unfortunately, my Pupchin's spotted by these Shrafniki. I think he's going to die here because he's got armored support. Yeah, he's gone. But our 40M does come with high explosive shells, although maybe not the most effective. This would have been a good time for my Air Force. I'm going to pull these guys back. Another Stug 3 hitting the front line. Enemies trying to bring in some teams. You can see all of the Jeeps heading in. See if this Stug 3 might be able to knock out that M4. Sapri Rock's getting hit by my 80 mil. I'd say, you know, we've got a lot of ambush spots in here. I think we're good, and we're spread out far enough. Not just get suppressed by off-map or something. I've got 3 of these 120s back here. And I'm seeing enemy artillery, so I'm going to try and hit them. That's what we found. We found the flamethrower teams. That hurts. Nobody wants to get burned alive. Zrinyi can't quite see the Sapri rocks. See if the Stug 3 can do something. Although, I don't think we killed those tanks. I don't know where they went. Yeah, there he is, right there. Miss! Get penned. Miss again, and you're vetted. Fortunately, the M4 missed that time. Oh! Was that us? It didn't show up over here. I think maybe the Stug 3 got him. So, hopefully we can get this flag here soon. We lose that team to the flamethrowers. I should probably just pull this Lovos team back. What I really need is those 50mm mortars. I only have the one over here. I'm guessing we missed this guy shoot a heat shell, because they start with 4. And I don't know if he destroyed one, or he just missed. Can a full squad defeat one man? Boys, you're within 120 meters. You should easily be able to kill that guy. Unfortunately, no. And now I remember I have an Air Force. ME-210's coming in. Why did you go off? Zoom in. See if we can make it. No, we don't. There's an 85 right here. Bombs in here. Let's see if we can get bombs on this guy. Not sure how much that actually did. Hey, he actually looks a little damaged. So I've got another Puption coming up here so it can deal with anything coming through the middle area. 120 is going to be falling on the 85, and we got our 88 walking out behind this Tiger. It's a 17-9 with 10 minutes on the tick timer. 22 minutes remaining on the game timer. Tigers seem to be doing good work. We're seeing less and less enemy tanks. We lose our Stug 3 to the IS-243. Zrinyi here, he's not in heat range, so he's not shooting at that guy. I really wish there was some sort of function where you could maybe have it set to 20% pen or something and then have it fire high explosive. That would have been nice. So it would just auto fire, but we got our flag back here. Let's take a look at this far right advance. Looks like we pushed them all the way back to their spawn point. Nothing happened in the town. We're starting to chew up their left flank with infantry and a King Tiger. Good luck, pal. So I have the awful 37M Gorings. They do have radios, so if you're in radio range, maybe we can hit this guy. Although he keeps moving around wisely. Lovos encountering Strafniki in deep woods to see how long they last. Say about 15 seconds. Look at all that anti-aircraft. U-88 shot down, I'm gonna guess, by the 85. We did manage to knock out the IS-2. I'm guessing a side shot. One of our units here. We'll see if it was the leader at the end. SU-76 bouncing on the Stug 3. You know your equipment sucks when you bounce on a Stug 3. I mean, come on, man. Get Panzer 3 from the pre-war. So 120s are going to land on the 85. That'll allow us to bring back in the ME-210s. I have the Raider teams to deal with the flamethrower squads because we can get them really suppressed with these Molotovs. Moving the Stug 3 and Zrinyis up to deal with the Strafniki. IS-2 is knocked out finally. Not sure who did it. It's probably this King Tiger right here. We lose our leader tank, I'm guessing to the 85. But we're getting our raider troops into this forest. Hopefully we can capture this. It's a 19-7. Pushing the enemy into an absolute rout. Enemy's gonna try and off-map me with 203s. See what happens. I've walked this guy forward. And our 55.105 was just knocked out. Krapniki's finally pinned down. Those things are tough, man. Looks like we just took out a artillery truck. Or a supply truck. Somewhere. Alright, there's those flamethrower teams. Let's see what's going on here. These are really bunched up. Not great. Especially if he gets those 305 rockets back out. Those will all be wiped. So, wow. Lots of recon and flamethrower troops coming in here at the end, right on top of the off-map. Not fun. Off-map just lands directly on our AT gun. Can our Zarinyi just can't see this guy. A little light recon vehicle doing a good job of pushing the Shrapniki back with the raider troops. 203's just raining. Air Force is back in to try and deal with these Russian troops. I was going to try to make it back to the Katyushas, but I don't think I was going to be there. It's 6:20 right now. We have captured the top here. If we capture this, we'll have captured the entire hilltop area. Zenar 85 goes down, I'm going to say, to our Pack 43. And we have captured this zone. Zarinyi did die to the 85. That sucks. One minute on the tick timer. 4-22. Major defeat. I've got a tank platoon moving in aggressively here. We take out another Shrapniki team. Dug, there's a miss on him by the ISU 152. Switching them all over to fire on this guy now that we're in range. Oh no! We knock him out. Oh, the Zarinyi goes down. Another IS-2 back there too, so that didn't work out too well. However, we did get our infantry into this sector. We've got it over here. We've got this. The 88's still up. 23-3 total defeat. Wow. You don't see that very often at all. We have a total victory after 33 minutes and 30 seconds. 23 out of 26 objectives. I'm not going to be that great. Remember, I missed kind of the front, but I did kill a bit more than I lost. Let's take a look at what did the killing. Zarinyi 2 did a phenomenal job. 150's got some of the enemy artillery, and if you blow up one of the supply trucks, it's not going to show up on the kill list. What else? Just kind of one-off stuff. Really nothing super impressive. But we did capture a lot of flags. On the reverse, that 203 actually took out quite a few things. Flamethrower teams, 100s. Took out my artillery. 120s, always good. Took out a few things. So really, 7% with 10% of the casualties. That was a fun one. You don't see those total victories often. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.